Now, CBS 42 presents The Road to the Final Four, brought to you by Window World.
Well, good morning and happy Friday to everyone out there. AJ Holiday here for your morning edition on The Road to the Final Four. And if you're like me and you watched that game last night, waking up this morning, you're probably still speechless because how do you summarize what happened last night other than historic and chaotic? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, which I don't know how you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but Alabama last night put on an absolute clinic to advance to its second straight Elite Eight in a 113-88 win over BYU. Mark Sears, or should I call him March Sears, because it seems like when March comes around, number one always is there. And he was in the shooting slump the past couple games. I think 5 for 35 over his last 5 games. You couldn't tell after last night at all. 10 three-pointers, a career high for Mark Sears. He made 11 shots, 10 of them from behind the arc to finish the game with 34 threes. But that's not all, because he made 10, and the rest of the team contributed 15, as Alabama set a program record and an NCAA tournament game record for most three-pointers in the game, as they finished with 25. I'll say it again, 25 threes. Now, they shot 51, and that was 77% of their shots. And it kind of seemed like, if you watch the game, that's what BYU wanted them to do. I think BYU at some point was banking on them to go cold. I believe after the first half, Alabama had made 12, and BYU, the game plan just seemed that they play a lot of help defense as it is. They were going under a lot of screens, almost daring Alabama shooters to shoot. And trust me, watching this team all season, you do not have to dare Alabama to shoot the three ball. They averaged 28 3-point attempts a game. And so they were letting them fly, and they were falling. And the whole team was due. I mean, Alabama hasn't been getting the best guard play through its first couple of games, and the whole team caught fire last night. Youngblood contributed. Holloway was spectacular off the bench, throwing in 23 points. Grant, doing Grant Nelson things. Cliff, being a big. So the Crimson Tide roll 113-88, and they will play the number 1 seeded Duke Blue Devils in what is shaping up to be exciting and potentially historic matchup between the two. They will play Saturday. And now we look across the state, and we move to Georgia, where the Auburn Tigers will be competing tonight against the Michigan Wolverines, as they also look to advance to the Elite Eight. Now, what has been arguably the best team in the country looks to continue to put a stamp on that and get to the Elite Eight. The winner of this game will face the winner of Ole Miss and Michigan State. So what a day yesterday for the state of Alabama and the Alabama fans, and now we move on to tonight with Auburn with a chance to even it up and also make a run towards the Elite Eight. So we're not done with great basketball. If Auburn is to win tonight, they will play Sunday. And as I said, they'll play the winner of Michigan State and Ole Miss. Alabama set to play Duke. And that's going to do it for your morning edition of The Road to the Final Four. We'll see you all later.